Hello and welcome back to Trucking Life. Well, we have not moved since our last video. However, I have a load picked out of cars that we're going to go and pick up. So, let's get up there and
Time to hit the road.
we'll get started on this week's run. So, it has been quite a week since the last video. We've seen a lot of changes in the world and uncertainty as well. I'll talk about that as we get going here.
Turn right.
It's like no one coming from that way.
Get ready to turn left.
Last time, I misspoke a little bit. I corrected myself, but I want to give a little bit more clarity. I said that in Denver, is the base of Craig Hospital, which is one of the top hospitals in the U.S. for spinal cord injuries. Well, at first, I said supposedly, and
Keep right and then turn right.
that was a little bit out of place. I just want to correct why. So in 1998, I went to Craig Hospital to get my wheelchair worked on because I was having a lot of trouble with my skin, and we thought that maybe if we went to some place that my parents and I, by we, thought if we went to a place that knew spinal cord injuries well, it might help. Because Iowa has good support systems, but as far as medical, there's not a lot of
Get
expertise
ready to turn left.
for spinal cord injuries.
Turn left.
So we went to Craig. Somewhere
Get
between
ready to turn left.
my sophomore and
Turn left.
junior year of high school. And
Here we are. Safe and sound.
hold on. So click on freight market here. And you'll see we have a load of cars going down to Colorado Springs. I know I said I wanted to go west, but this is about the best option for now.
Drive safe.
So where's my load at? Must be in the back. can't find my turn. I'm going the wrong way, but looks at the arrows. I guess it's back here. Yep. However, which way is that going? This way. Alright. Remember from last time, I said that we'll have to take rest breaks now. And it looks like
Okay.
I need to change that setting. Yep, my guy just started to yawn. So that means within 2 hours, I need to sleep. However, since it's currently 2 p.m., means if I sleep for 10 hours, it's going to be midnight. Which at midnight it tends to be rather dark for
Get
some
ready.
reason.
Turn right.
So let's take a look at the map here. I'll see if we can find a different place to rest. Because it could go right across the road here, it looks like. But don't want to do that quite yet. Alright, there's places here along the road. It's a little bit further down at least. As well as down here. I think let's make a goal. Yeah. So I make a goal of stopping, let's say, down here. According to the navigation, that is an hour and a half away. And we have about 2 hours till we need to sleep. So it should be just about right.
Ready to roll. Turn right.
And I asked last time if anyone had opinion of sleeping in this truck or not. And no one said anything. So for now, I'll go ahead and just sleep wherever I can.
Turn right.
And we'll try to say I got a mattress or some way to figure out how to sleep.
Turn right.
Alright, back to my explanation about the hospital. So, when I went there in '98, I stayed as a patient, as they thought that it would be a better idea. I could do some other things while I was at the hospital, and maybe learn some things as well. Because at that point, I was about 16 years old. I've been a quad for 13 years. I really didn't have any formal quad training. Watch what I'm doing here too. So part of what they did was instead of instead of turning me at nights like I'd always done, I was put on a mattress that was supposed to turn me automatically. Like, okay. Not sure how well that'll work, but probably give it a try. So I kept saying that it didn't seem like it was turning me. But I was told that it went real slow and it just takes time, that you don't really notice it. Okay. Well, I figured out that after, I was like 2 days, that the mattress had never been turned on. So I didn't get turned for several days. And as a result, I ended up with a collapsed lung.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
So I ended up being in a more emergency type situation.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And at that point, they figured out
Exit right.
it'd probably be easier to turn me at night, like we originally said.
Keep right.
So that is why this was supposedly a top hospital. However, that has now been nearly 24 years.
Keep left.
And I've heard a number of people that have gone to Great Hospital
Turn left.
and have had very good results. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. That's why I'm turning in here. So I can figure out where to turn in at. Alright, looks like rest areas. There's that. Alright. Come on, the parking brake. Turn off the engine. And rest. Now, it still is not a very good time to be recording. I'm sorry about that. I could sleep again, but then our time would be even worse. So maybe before our next run, I will see if I can reset the timing a little bit. Now, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. So that corrects my statement from last week. Now, as part of the point of this series, let me out. Ah, there we go. Alright, my map wants me to go right, and I'm going to go left. Back to where we came. I don't see any headlights. Hopefully no one's there. No. Oh, I didn't hit anything. No
Reroute.
one hit me.
Get ready. Turn right.
So as
Turn right.
pretty well everyone I'm sure has heard that Russia has invaded Ukraine, or is working on it. And depends on what
Right.
news sources you listen to on what is true and what isn't. I'll let you decide that on your own. So, first of all, there have been said in many circles I follow, would highly encourage anyone to pray for those in Ukraine, for Christians, and for everyone for protection. If I remember, I will put in the description a link to the video by Justin Peters, just some information on service that he's done in Ukraine, as well as some churches that he has worked with in the area. So that is first. And I would also encourage prayers for those in Russia, and especially Vladimir Putin. I'm not sure what Russia says, prime minister or president or dictator. I'm not that up on my foreign countries. What they call their leaders. But for him, especially, as we should pray for all our leaders, that they come to realize their need for forgiveness of sin, as everyone has sinned. As I've gone over on this channel, and video that just went through a couple days ago, of talking about the Ten Commandments.
Keep left.
But first, that they realize sin and need for forgiveness,
Finding a new route.
through Jesus alone, and that then they will govern according to Christian principles. One of which obviously is not to invade a country that has not been doing anything to you. And that could be the case for every country of the world, though, including the U.S. Because we are told to pray for our leaders. But second, as I read on Facebook the other day, when we see war at any part of the world, we are reminded of how quickly things can change. We read in Scripture that near the end of times, there'll be wars and rumors of wars. Now, we've had wars for about as long as there have been people on Earth. However, stay in line here, Joel. Every year and every day or closer to when final judgment comes. Oh. Sorry, car. And the major battle that we need to remember is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil. So whenever anything good is happening, that's not what Satan wants. I'd rather have division. So it is a constant battle to remember this as well. And so if someone's watching this years down the road, you'll obviously know what went on with the current things that are happening in Eastern Europe. But right now, obviously, we don't. Or where they will all come to. But we can continue to pray for and think about those that have been called up to fight on either side. I have heard that there are several people even within the Russian military that don't want to be doing what they are. But time will tell of more conflict or peace will be restored. In other news, we've also been hearing about the last month or so, we had the trucker convoy in Canada that was protesting any mandates in the country and trying to get things changed. If you followed that at all, it sounds like some provinces did have some adjustments in their requirements, but not federally anyway. And now there is a US version that is trying to do the same. As of this recording, I believe they're around Missouri. We're in Missouri, and I believe
Exit right.
we're gonna try and be in Washington D.C. I think around March 5. It isn't something that's covered in the national media, at least not often, but can be found. What am I doing here? If I have a light, I can't see it. I see no light. Closed. Here we go.
Get ready to move right. Turn right.
I do agree with kind of what they're doing of not they're trying to say that should not have requirements of what to be forced to do. And I hope that their goals are achieved. However, it also brings awareness to how much these countries depend on trucking. Overlaying here pretty soon. So I know that Canada and the US use a lot of rail services, of course. However, usually to get to or on the rail,
Keep left and then turn left.
we use trucks. And now that we ship, we order so much online, it has become even more important that we use trucking. And trains, of course, I would say too. It's going to be a while until I get through this light, looks like. But at least here in virtual trucking, we can get around pretty easily. And not have to worry about what the other one's doing. Sorry, car, I'm kind of stuck here. Don't go better. You can get by me. Go ahead, blue car. There you go. Good car. Alright, well, we have just 1 mile to go. And so far, we don't have any damage. Although it looks like as soon as I get done with this load, I need to go get some gas. Next week, we'll do another run. And see what's going on in the world by that point. In Iowa here, it's thankfully pretty warm. On February 28th, it was actually up to about 60 degrees here. And my parents and I went and did some train watching. unfortunately, I had some trouble with my camera. Now, some of the settings were wrong, and it recorded most of the trains in high speed. But I did get one video of the train and got it on my other channel. So if you're interested, I'll link to that as well.
Go straight on.
Up on top, if I remember again. Oops. Not turning here, I'm going straight. By the time I record this video and I actually get it online, I may forget what I actually said. Problem with old age, but yeah. Depends on who you ask if I'm old or not. Please change light. I want to go and deliver my cards. Thank you.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And another red light.
Turn right.
These lights don't like us today. Oh. That's why I don't turn right on red very often. It's legal, but I gotta take it for it. Thankfully, this load pays pretty well. But still, I don't want to get fines.
Go straight on, and then keep right.
Turn here.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Alright. New cars. Look like we went from one dealer to the next.
It's all over.
So where do you want your cars delivered to? Yeah. I'll give it a shot. Looks like this would be kind of tight. But with our current setup, I think I can turn pretty tight. Back in there. Okay. That's not so bad. At least that's what I say now. Oh yeah. We'll get this. Yes, I know I should do this in cab. Okay, yep. Nope, not quite. There we go. another load delivered. And I think we'll get another level. Yes. We're now an enthusiast. I'm gonna add a point to long distance here. We get just a touch longer loads to make a little bit more money. But we'll see what I can come up with to talk about. However, our money is now at 29,000. So that means we're getting closer to repaying our $50,000 loan. So next time we'll see what we get for a load, and until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.